Hey y'all. Happy Homebrew Wednesday. It's Thursday. I'm off work tomorrow and I'm brewing. I'm going to be brewing 10 gallons of a hoppy brown ale. And I'm about to get into a beer here from Chris Nama, Beaver Dawg Brews. This is his 15-minute Saison, which is, excuse me, dog. 15-minute Saison, which is a recipe and technique from Basic Brewing. Those guys over there, he decided to give it a try. And this one accidentally became a coffee Saison, because he had a porter, which was a coconut coffee porter, King Kamehameha, and it was fermenting at the same time, and then the coffee accidentally went into the wrong fermenter. So this is the one that that got it, but it smells awesome. Cheers, Chris. That oddly works. That's kind of cool. Anyway, he dropped this off. Let's see, when did I get this one? I think I got this one at Peach State Brew Off. Got a few more beers from him I got to get into. But, sorry, shaking, scratching. Just want to do a quick little guerrilla style intro here because I've got a brew day and we're going to roll that right now. And I'm just going to leave you with that, and I'm going to just say cheers and thanks for tuning in. I think I've got quite a bit of footage there, so enjoy. Just got to get it edited up and uploaded. So cheers to everybody. Hope you're doing well, and we will see you on the next one. Homebrew up. And happy Easter. Cheers. It's a brew day, finally. Kind of getting a slow start today, but we'll get there. I got the kettle set up here. I've got some grains going in the old mill. These are malted oats, which are not flaked oats. You can see they look kind of like a barley kernel, but they're longer and they're thinner. But these are malted, and they're going to bring the haze. Today I'm doing 644 ways to haze. Another hoppy, hazy, pale, IPA typey thing. Probably going to be 5 to 6%. I've been kind of wanting to make more sessionable beers and try to dial in lower alcohol, high flavor, especially hoppy beers. So that's what I'm going for. I'm going to weigh out some more grains. I'm actually going to add some good old instant oats to this sucker too. Instant, yeah, 1 minute oats, whatever. The ready to go stuff. So we're going to get that all together. Going to get the strike water going. I don't even have the recipe finalized yet, so I'm kind of just winging it. But I know I wanted to put 2 pounds of this in, which is going to be probably upwards of 20% of the grain bill, and then oats, and then some base malts. I've got some Pilsner and some two-row. I'm going to do kind of a blend of those two, and I think I'm going to throw a little Victory in, or maybe Munich, one of the two, just to add a little bit more malt character, but not a lot. So probably sub half pound range of that one. So I'm going to try to bring you along today. I had some recent requests, which was probably like 2 months ago, to do some more brewing videos, and I will admit I've been pretty lazy on that. So I'm going to try to do a little bit of a brewing video today and keep you guys entertained. All right. I know I don't have a beer yet, but it is not even 10 o'clock. So I'm going to go ahead and get this thing moving. I'll have a beer in a little while. So cheers. See you in a minute. So the thing about these malted oats is they're so thin that they kind of go right through the rollers. So I'm going to go ahead and mill them once, and then I'll put them back in, and I'll show them to you, and then we'll mill them a second time. So you can see they kind of, I don't know if you can see, hold on. So you can see they kind of, they only get like partially milled. So there's a lot of whole kernels still. So go ahead and run those through again and see if they get much improvement. So for the most part, they're better. The other option is you can, you know, tighten up your rollers, close that gap up a little bit. But I think last time I did this, I did adjust the rollers, and it kind of made quite a bit of flour. And I don't know if that made it for me or not. I don't know if that's what did the trick. But that's what I made how I made the cloud hopper. I really milled these things tight. So, yeah, a couple of whole kernels in there. Some of these though, they're like started to crack and just haven't opened up. Like that one's pretty intact still. So I think I'm going to adjust the gap and go ahead and give them one more pass. There we go. See, that's what happens to them when you mill them with a finer crush. So that's pretty much what I ended up with last time. So what I tried today was just a double mill without adjusting the gap, because that's, you know, one more step. But yep, you're not going to get there. So even though that flour looks like it's just going to be awful and give you a stuck sparge, these hulls remain pretty much I won't say intact, but they are only cracked and act as a great filter bed. So instead of having to throw in a bunch of rice hulls, so these kind of have a dual purpose. Bring you that soft, kind of pillowy, hazy effect from the oats, and that nice oat flavor that I enjoy. I think plays well with the hops, and then you also get that filter from the husk. So win-win. Cool. Let's get this thing rolling. All right, grains are all milled now. I got to get some water treatment sorted out and get the strike water figured and running. All right, be back in a second. All right, so not really knowing what I wanted to do for hops on this, I just kind of went to the fridge and looked at what I had in there for some partial, you know, already open but resealed hops. Some of the ones that have been getting a little bit older, but also mixing it up with some newer hops. So these are some lemon drops that I've had for quite a while. Really like what they did in a couple of beers that I made. So this is all I've got remaining. They got a really low alpha acid, so they're gonna go. Everything is gonna go late addition in this, probably all at 5 minutes and Whirlpool. I'm gonna skip the bittering addition today. Last time I got a little bit more bitterness just from adding those late additions, so I'm going to just stick with the late. So this is a little less than 4 ounces. I'm going to go ahead and kind of split it up between Whirlpool and the 5-minute addition, and then I'll do some different things for dry hops. No lemon drop in dry hopping. So I'm just going to go ahead and weigh these up and get them all prepared. You always want to smell your hops before you add them to your wort. Make sure that you got fresh enough hops that they're not going cheesy or stale. Yeah, these still smell great. So these actually are probably close to 2 years old, if not a little bit more than 2. So I think these were 2013. No, what year is it? 2018. So these are probably 2014 crop that I got in 2015. Had them quite a while. So we're going to go let's go 2 ounces in this one, and then see what we end up with on the balance. And 1.70 ounces. So I'm going to put that into Beersmith. We'll pick out the next hops. Alright, next hops I found that I wanted to use up were these Centennials. Now, I like to kind of use these here and there just to kind of give a little bit more balance, or I use them for bittering, but today they're just going to go in with the late additions. A little less than 2 ounces, so just kind of split those up evenly. We'll go 0.8 in this one, and whatever the balance is in this one. So the heavier drop is going to be my Whirlpool. And that one ended up at 0.8 as well. Great. Nice. Now last year at HomebrewCon I got some samples, some hop samples. These are the Laurel hops. I'm going to go ahead and put these in. Not even sure. Yeah, so this is like a 2 ounce sample. So we'll split that down the middle. Okay, the last one I'm going to add is Galaxy. That is one of my favorites. So as many of you know, and it's a lot of people's favorite as well. I'm not sure how much I have left in this bag. We're just going to go ahead and take a quick measurement here. So that's like almost 5.5 ounces with the bag, so we'll just say right around 5 ounces. We'll go an ounce each, and then we'll save the balance for a dry hop. Along with, I'm going to dry hop with this one, a Hopsteiner hop, which I'll talk about in a second, a new one, and I'm not sure what else, maybe some Simcoe. I'm just going to zip these back up and throw all this in for dry hop. So it's about 3 ounces. So for the dry hop, I think I'm going to go with these guys. This is a new experimental hop. It's X06297, which doesn't mean a whole lot, but it's like an orange vanilla thing, like a creamsicle, but also tropical. There's only an ounce here, so I'm just going to go ahead and add that along with the Galaxy and see what other notes it brings for dry hop. And then I'm also going to add in this 1 ounce of Comet. So that'll be a pretty beefy dry hop, about 5 ounces, and I'll add that during primary. I'm calling this 644 ways to haze because I'm going to be using the old WLP 644 fake Brett. Alright, I'll be back with you in the next phase. Alright, it's time to mash in. Go ahead and add these flaked oats first. Oh, you know what? I'm going to check the temperature first. See, the strike water is close. So I overshot the temperature, and then I guess I let it overcool a little bit. So I'm going to take a little bit of this. I'm just going to get it heated up on the stove top just to kind of bring that mash up. But we'll go ahead and dough in. And then just go boil this up and add it back in. Hopefully it'll bump that temperature back up. There we go. Boom. You can see that in there, but it's pretty thick right now. You get the rest of that water in there, it'll get it down. Thin it down a little bit. This cooler's a little overkill for this size batch, but it does the job. So yeah, it's right about 144, 143, 144. So inadvertent step mash, but it'll be all right. Relax, don't worry, have a home brew. Now, it didn't take long to get that water back up to temp. Actually, pretty close to boiling. So let's see. That's a little more like it. I'll be okay in the upper 140s, but let's see where we're at. 148, 149, 151. So I think throughout this is going to be pretty good. Just under dough ball. So I'm going to do a last check for dough balls and button this thing up. It's right about 150, 151. So right on. Got some first runnings here. All right, 1085. Maybe even 1086. 5-minute hop addition. First hop addition. Well, that's pre-boil, so my efficiency in the mash was much better than expected, but we'll take it. Why not? Woohoo! This is my setup here. Plate chiller, garden hose, chugger, loud sucker. Then I just run it right back in. So I don't do any fancy whirlpool per se, but I do, you know, circulate it back through. I'll run it through the filter stream until it fills up. Yeah, you know the drill.
About time for a hot drop.
Pass anyway. Bagged up all those grains. So there's my manifold. Pretty low tech, but it works. So as soon as the hose is freed, I'll spray all that out. Yeehaw! And there is a clean fermenter.